friends, welcome to IT Board. In this session we are going to see about sequences in SQL Server. Sequences is a user-defined schema-bound object that generates a sequence of numeric values according to the specification which the sequence was created. The sequence of numeric values is generated in ascending or descending order at a defined interval and can be configured to restart when exhausted. Sequences, unlike identity columns, are not associated with specific tables. It is based on database. Applications refer to a sequence object to retrieve its next value. Using this next value property, we can retrieve the next value. The relationship between sequences and tables is controlled by the application. User applications can reference a sequence object and coordinate the value across multiple rows and tables. This is similar to identity. Identity is based on single table and we can get the values from its scope. But in sequences, it will affect it based on database where we call this next value. So these are the syntaxes for to create sequence name, the data type of integer only. Integer based data types we can use here float, decimal, and we can use a user defined integer type, and we have to mention the start variable, start with, and the increment by, the minimum value, maximum value, and with cycle. Cycle means if the maximum value is reached in the sequence level, it will restart. So we should mention that cycle or no cycle. Catch is based on that memory. So if catch is enabled, memory will have the two variables. One is current value and one is assigned for the next values in this list. Without no catch, system tables will calculate the next value or current value in the sequences. So let us check with this simplest example for sequences. So syntax to create sequence name. Here student number as integer. So we have to mention start with 1 and increment by 1, and the minimum value is 1 and maximum value is 100. Just created with this with cycle. So these are the syntax to create sequence. Here creating one table with student. Okay, how can we get the data from the sequence? Is select next value for that student number. It will return the values. Once it was returned, it was not affected by begin commit transactions. Once it was fetched, the values are dispersed from this list, removed from this list, current value. So only one time it will generate this numeric value. So here check with this table. Here the number integer, so default from next value for student number and name is paragraph 50. Here insert that values name. And again another one here we generated up to 11 with this fetch statement. Here I execute this, it's given us the 14. Here I am inserting that value. So 14 is not available here because we fetched that value from this sequence. So we can use the sequences along with the database in any table or any fetch statements or any select statements. We can use the sequences. We can get the current value from sys.sequences, system tables. Here we can check with the current value. So last value is 15, what we are fetched with the student table. So again I execute this and the current value is return 16. So using this sys.sequences we can get informations about the sequences. So here minimum and maximum values reach that defined value and cycle is based with the restart the minimum value. Here go with 17 almost to 90. It will execute up to 90 times and we can check with the next value whether it's getting restart with cycle value. So see, after 100 it will get the next value with 1 based on this cycle. So use with that identity is based on only one table, but sequences we can use in a number of tables within this database. So these are the simplest example to create sequences and about sequences. Hope this topic will be very useful to you. If you like this session, please like and subscribe. Thank you, friends.